Today, the atmosphere contains 32% more carbon dioxide than it did in the mid-1800s. All those gases act like a blanket, retaining too much of the sun's heat. That means we're fundamentally changing planet Earth's climate. Global average temperature has risen by 0.6 degrees Celsius since 1900. The northern hemisphere is now substantially warmer than at any point during the past 1,000 years. And that is global warming.
A single cubic foot of expanded polystyrene has the same energy content as 1.5 liters of petroleum. Now, styrene, which is the precursor to expanded polystyrene, is not derived from petroleum. It's derived from natural gas. And we think that natural gas is better suited for applications such as heating our homes and fueling our cars, not for uses of materials which are used for maybe months at a time and then discarded and left in a landfill for centuries. At Ecovative, we're using domestic agricultural and industrial waste streams. We take other people's garbage, and using a biological process, we turn it into a higher value product. Now, these materials that we use as our raw materials have no value. You can't burn them typically for energy because they have a high silica content, for example, and they have no nutritional value whatsoever. And our materials today are literally grown, kind of like a tree, but our materials are grown in just 5 days. And they're grown in the dark, at room temperature, with very little human interaction. What's really interesting about this material is how strong it is. You see, if you take a piece of wood, for example, wood has a grain. If you bend that wood in one direction, it might be really strong, but if you bend it with the grain, it's more prone to rupture. All of our materials have to fit into nature's recycling system. Once we're complete with the use of our material, if it's a protective packaging part, or a construction material, for example, these materials should passively return to the earth and serve as an active soil amendment.
I guess the real difference between earthships and conventional buildings is they're a building that's designed to have a very low environmental impact. They're designed to do that because they heat, cool, power themselves, harvest all their water from the skies and use plants to treat their sewage. So they're a very, very different kind of style of building. 2 wine bottles, and we just cut them up, clean them, tape them together, and we have 1 brick. And from this brick we've managed to create sort of a whole wall. You just lay them like bricks.
The advantage of using tires is that there's millions of them wasted every year around the world. In England alone, we dispose of 45 million tires annually.
Owner of Cancelair Incorporated has invented a technology that reuses aluminum cans as core heating elements in solar panels.
They're aluminum. They have an excellent heat transfer capability, and it's virtually instant. If you were to, say, put one under a stream of hot water, you'd feel the heat just like that. And the same way is true with the heat from the sun. It's just a lifetime supply of free heat, so it's not eating any bread. Once you buy it, it pays for itself.
Oh,